Hey kittens, Silver here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a special Mother's Day edition of my usual content. So in this video, I wanted to showcase some of the plush that I most associate with my mom for various reasons, which I'll go through as we display each plush in turn. But firstly, I wanted to bring out the Wildlife Tree Sandcat plush, who was the most recent gift from my mom. And I just remember seeing the expression on her face the moment that I showed her to my mom, and she was completely just smitten with her, grabbed for her, had to snuggle her herself for a bit, and you cannot blame her for that. So this little one is definitely high on the list of plush that I will always think of my mom when I look at. And next up we have another recent gift, which was Tashed, the Bengal cat by Douglas Cuddle Toys. This was one that my mom kind of scoped out on Amazon, and she just loved the markings and the coloring of this plush. And as you can see, I did add a little extra design detail to Tashed. I gave her a little charm and a little bow for her ear there, just for a little extra cuteness. So she was a little smaller than my mom was expecting, but she absolutely adored the coloring and thought she was just a really beautiful kitten, and I definitely agree with her on that. So those were two gifts from my mom. A lot of these actually are going to be gifts, but there'll be a few exceptions. So here's another one that was a Christmas gift from my mom. I mean, it was really a gift from my whole family, but let's be honest, my mom does all the Christmas shopping. So this was Buttercup, the doodle. This is the large version of Buttercup. And I remember her being really geared up about it and just wanting to show it and tell me what it was beforehand. But I mean, I knew it was going to be a plush just based on her description of it. But she was very excited to give me this particular plush. And after the fact, she just said, "Oh, I knew you were going to love this." And I just thought it was the cutest thing. So that was Buttercup. So that was Christmas of 2021. When I got him. And then we have, now this is one that my mom didn't actually buy me, but she really adored it. So this was Akita, the Akita, and she just was really taken with this plush. Just the markings, the coloring, the realism, the breed accuracy. Ooh, Buttercup has fallen over here. So yeah, this one is one that just really struck a chord with her. And again, very good reason, beautifully made plush. I don't know if I've seen another Akita plush, especially one just as accurate as this one. So this is one that she always seems to gravitate towards too as well. And speaking of plush that she really adores, this is Moses, the deluxe terrier, or terrier mix, I believe it is, and she just thinks this dog is the absolute most adorable. This is definitely just one of her favorites, another one that she just cannot get enough of. And I have to say, Moses is quite possibly my favorite deluxe dog. It's very hard to make that call, but Moses would definitely be in the top running, no doubt about it. Then we have one other plush that wasn't a gift from her per se, but she absolutely just was blown away by, and that would be the Unitoys Lynx. This beautiful little guy right here with his little sequin bow on. Yeah, she just thought that they sort of broke the mold in terms of Lynx plushies when she saw this, especially the little smile. I probably have to agree with her. This might be my favorite Lynx plush as well. Again, it's a tough call, but she just thought that this was just a spectacular design all around, and this one definitely holds a very dear place in my heart. So we have a lot of plush up here already. So now, let's see what else we have. Okay, so this plush is probably the plush that I will always most associate with my mom. I might have to make a little bit of room here. Let me just move Moses over for a sec. So this plush was Oakley, the golden retriever. And what happened with Oakley is that we were actually in-store shopping in this little local toy shop that happens to have a moderate selection of Douglas. And my mom saw Oakley, or there were a few Oakleys, but this one in particular just completely jumped out to her. There was no way that she was going to let me leave the store without getting her, and actually she ended up getting her for me. And she just, this is probably her favorite cuddle partner out of all of my plush. She really enjoys seeing my plush, and she gets a kick out of my collection as a whole, but there's something about Oakley in particular that just, I don't know, it has this sort of power over her, and she just loves to hug Oakley. And there's Oakley's little tag there as well, the little extra heart charm. So yeah, Oakley is always going to be a really special dog to me for that reason. She's definitely the one Douglas that I will always most think of in terms of my mom. It's just sort of her in plush form. And then we have two more plush. So my mom was really smitten with the new French Bulldog Billy, so she had to get herself one of her own. So here is her Billy, which she renamed Chewie. And she also helped design this tag by just sort of picking her favorite colors. She loves her light greens and her aquas and sea foams. And I think Chewie was just the perfect name for this dog too. I'm not very good at coming up with new names. I usually just end up keeping the ones that Douglas comes up with for them. But Chewie just suits this guy so well. So yeah, another one, she was completely overtaken by the cuteness when she saw my Billy. And I think it was probably the first time where she actually asked me to go out and buy a second one specifically for her. Although this guy has been spending a lot of time with me lately, just so that he's not alone. But again, this one is my mom's, and it has sort of her own little personal stamp on it. And then lastly, we have something a little bit different. This was actually a custom plush. Here we go, that I commissioned for my mom. She saw this artist on Instagram. I actually showed it to her, and she's a really sweet lady who's based in Moscow, who makes all kinds of little cute custom animals. And when she saw a picture of this cat in particular, she thought it was so precious. I could tell like she was just sort of fixated on it. So I ended up commissioning this artist as a little Christmas gift for her. I think it was the Christmas before last, and this was the result, and she absolutely adored it. I can actually leave a link to the artist's Instagram page too, because she is still very much active, I believe, and does all kinds of little animals. This one, as you can probably tell, is jointed, so it has sort of the movable arms and legs. It's a little hard to do with one hand, but and the head also moves from side to side. And I remember the artist also added a few cute little extras. There was like a little scarf she put on the plush, one with little pom-poms on it. But my mom put a nice little pink ribbon, and she stole one of my charms, which she was more than entitled to do, of course. I have a surplus of charms. She didn't end up coming up with the name for her, but she just kind of wanted to leave the heart as is. And as you can see, it has these really beautiful bright blue eyes. This was all handmade, so the artist really does amazing work, as you can see. Very soft material as well. So that would be the, here we go, let's see if we can pull back enough. These would be the plush that I most associate with my mom, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them all. And to all the moms out there, I'm wishing you all a really happy Mother's Day, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day all in all. And I will see you again soon with some more plush goodness. Bye, everyone.